Seppi. Please welcome Eddie De La Seppi. All right. How you guys doing? Woo! All right. Glad to be here. Glad to be here. What can I say about myself? My name is Eddie De La Seppi. Background, actually Latino. Any Spanish people here? They're all confused. Like, what am I? I don't know what I am. Oh, could be. My mom is from a beautiful country in South America called Peru. It's a very impoverished country, very poor country. And my mom was always pressuring me to go down there. She's like, Eddie, you have to go down there. You have to meet your relatives. You're going to love you. I was thinking of something. As a Canadian, I like to complain a little bit. You can't complain to people in a third world country because they will beat you every time. I can just imagine those conversations. They'd be like, so Eddie, how's been your year so far? Ah, it's okay. I got allergies. Hard for me to sleep. How have you been? Last year, I had leprosy. I'm like, oh. Oh, next time you go first. The name's Eddie, but my mom decided to retain what little through my background I have with my name. My name's not Eddie, actually, it's Edmundo. That's my name, Edmundo. But you think of a guy like Edmundo, you think of a different type of guy, right? Right? Not me. You think about like those Latino soap star kind of guys, those Antonio Banderas kind of guys, very sexual kind of guys. I've been called Eddie my whole life. The only people that call me Edmundo are like credit card companies, right? Or like telemarketers will use my government name and be like, hi, can we speak to Edmundo, please? And as a comedian, naturally, I like to screw around with them. Like, hold on, let me go get him. Hello? This is Edmundo. Hi, can we have 5 minutes of your time? You can, but I warn you, in those 5 minutes, you will have an orgasm. Look at the girls. I want to speak to Edmundo. That guy can only have certain occupations, like, that guy couldn't be like a pilot. Wouldn't that be awesome? Sitting down your plane, all you hear is this. Hello, welcome to Air Canada, Sir Pilot Edmundo. And I will be in the cockpit. Don't be alarmed, that's not turbulence, that is me. Making love. We're not even in the air yet. That's amazing. It's pumping hard in there. Certain names have certain connotations or certain expectations. I don't know if anyone here in the name that has the name Fabio. Any Fabios in the house? Any Fabios here? See, the thing is, if you think of like Fabio, you think of a different type of guy. You think of that guy who's on the romance novels. He's got long hair. He's got very muscular. You can't be like a nerdy Fabio. No. When you're a Fabio and you make love to your wife, you have to live up to that name. You have to kick the door down and be on a unicorn with a dildo sword, like, More of a sex pirate, but whatever. It's your vagina I'd be wanting. Oh, man. That's the thing, though. Women like a little role play. I don't know if any women here dig the role playing. Do you dig the role playing, ladies? Do you dig it? A little bit? So the thing is, I was dating this girl one time, and I came off stage, and I did that Edmundo joke on stage, and she came up to me after the show, and she goes, oh, I got a great idea. I go, what's your idea? You should make love to me with the Edmundo voice. And I'm thinking, that sounds like a great idea, but the thing is, I would hate for her to want to kick it in during sex, catch me off guard. I'd be on top of her. She'd like, do the voice. And I'd be all confused and try to improvise and be like, okay. That's not Edmundo, that's retarded. Sorry. So that's the thing, women like to be a little bit more involved, right? One minute she wants me to do the voice, next thing you know, she wants me to wear like a full-on Zorro outfit. And I know what I would do. If I had the cape, the mask, the sword, and the whole get-up, and I had that Edmundo character in bed, right? I'd be on top of her, right? Ready to hit that climactic moment that every guy loves. Ready to hit the climax, grab my sword. Edmundo. And I'd walk away. Yeah. Write that down, guys. Write that down. This guy's full of great ideas. The true sign of a manly guy is if he can grow a beard. I can't grow a beard. I'm one of the few guys that can't grow a beard. I can't grow the cheeks. I can only grow the neck out. And that's not a hot look for a guy. Girls look at you like, oh my God, are you being choked by a squirrel? Are you okay? Stab it. This is what I realized about the beard. Any guy in here has a beard, this is what I realized. You can only stroke your beard in certain situations. Like if you're in front of like a government building or a library and you stroke your beard, you look like a smart, scholastic individual, right? You can't stroke your beard in front of a schoolyard. You can't do that. He's got a van, run! It's full of candy and secrets. I love traveling in this country. One thing I do realize about Canada is that we are some of the best drinkers in the world. All right, guys? We are the best drinkers in the world. We love to drink so much in this country, we love to pre-drink before we go out. Isn't that phenomenal? Like, what's that conversation like? Hey, what do you want to do tonight? Want to go drinking? Sure. What do you want to do before? Let's go drinking. It's a different mentality when it comes to guys and girls that go drinking. Girls love to take pictures wherever they go when they go to bars and stuff like that. Half the women in here have a camera in their purse ready to document a moment. Thing is, women love taking photos on those digital cameras, but they hate looking at photos afterwards. Because you think you look very attractive when you're in a bar, right? Because in your mind, you think you look beautiful. You think you're like, oh, oh, oh. When you look at the picture, you're more like, yeah. I love watching women when they go to the cameras. They're like, okay, take a picture of me and Stacy. Now let me see. I look retarded, erase that. Guys don't care. Guys are like, I look retarded, that is amazing. Time to buy a frame. Whenever I go to a bar or pub, I hate going to the bathroom there. It's usually pretty dirty, pretty disgusting, right? I don't like when sometimes they label the bathroom with different labels. Instead of male or female, sometimes you go to a pub and they'll say like doe or deer or fox or vixen, and you're like, I don't watch the Discovery Channel. I don't know what the hell's going on here. I gotta call Dave Suzuki to figure this out. If it was me, I would label those instead of male or female things that don't even relate to gender, just to confuse people, just to play a prank on them. Guys would be like, honey, am I a frog or a waffle iron? Confused. This is what I noticed about when you go to a bar or pub at 2 a.m. If you go to the guy's bathroom in the bar or pub at 2 a.m., you'll notice guys doing the dumbest things. I walked into a bathroom one time. I saw a guy so hammered, he was doing the superhero stance at the urinal. Just taking a leak like this, all prolific, like. Like his crotch had a cape or something. We're gonna save the world, Curvy, I swear. Some ladies reminiscing. Oh, Curvy, I remember him. It's weird. No, man. There's a double standard that I don't really agree with when it comes to drinking, guys and girls. See, if you see a drunk guy taking a leak outside, everybody leaves him alone. Yeah, he's just hammered, leave him alone. You ever see a girl taking a leak outside? It is very, very weird. Have you ever seen it? I remember the first day I saw it. I came to this bar at 2 a.m., right? I passed by these two parked cars in this parking lot, and I think I see something at my peripheral vision, right? It's kind of like when you see a raccoon on your front lawn. You're like, what the hell is that? I see eyes. And there she was, like a frightened deer, just looking around. Stacy, where are you? I'm scared. Hold me. So I was kind of mesmerized, just staring at her. She got a little rude with me. She's like, take a picture, it'll last longer. So I did. Yeah. It's my screensaver on my iPhone. My buddy's very particular about where he goes to the bathroom. Like, he's one of those weird guys he's not really a germaphobe, he's just very particular. As me and my friends were in downtown Toronto, just walking around on a Saturday night, and I had to go to the bathroom real bad, so I go to this one door, and I go, hey, I gotta go in here, I gotta go. And he shuts it right in front of me. He goes, dude, don't go in there. I go, why? Points as a rainbow on the door. He goes, it's a gay bar, don't go to the bathroom in there. You know what happens in there? I mean, there's still people, they're not sexual animals, you know? I'm not gonna sit in the toilet and just a penis just pops out of the wall. One just creeps on my shoulder. Get out of here! Put a roll of toilet paper on that thing. One thing I do realize is I'd rather go out drinking with more girls than guys. Yeah. You know why? Because girls help each other out. Guys don't give a crap about each other. If it's a girl's birthday and she runs out of a bar puking, what her friends do? They run after her. They help her out. They hold her hair while she's puking. They'll pet her and console her, be like, it's okay, it's okay. You're still pretty, it's okay. Here's a tiara, everything's gonna be okay. Frère Jacques, tourne. My guy friends don't give a crap about me. If I'm on the ground puking, look at me like, oh my God, he's puking. Quick, put your balls in his chin, take a picture. Tag my bag on Facebook, tag my bag. Here's a tiara, everything's gonna be okay. There's at least one guy in here who just had a flashback, like, oh, I can still feel them on my chin. Are we Facebooking people? Are we Facebooking? Yeah. It's weird, though. Some people consider themselves addicted to Facebook, and I consider myself a little bit addicted to Facebook, right? One minute, I'm writing a message to my friend, right? Then I get this tangent where I start looking at other people's photos for no apparent reason, right? Then I'm looking at some stranger's wedding photos from Montreal, like, who the hell are these people? Why am I masturbating? This is weird. I'm never allowed in this library again. $350 to 400 million people are on this website. And you know what the funny thing is now? Some of your parents are on Facebook. And that's a whole new way I can make fun of my buddies. Like, hey, I just poked your mom. Do we have any couples in the audience? Any couples? Any couples here? That's great. If I have any recommendation for you, dude, is that your girlfriend right there? No? Way at the end? Any recommendation for any couples here? Watch a movie together. Best thing you can do, right? Watch a movie together. Watch a romantic film, but sometimes I don't like watching romantic films because things happen in these films that never happen in real life, right? I watched this one flick, guy and the girl, they're in love. She's frantic because her dad hates the guy. So she's all over the board. She's like, I love you so much, but my dad hates you. We gotta run away, we gotta elope, what are we gonna do? And he shuts her up, calms her down by doing something you only see in movies, right? Grabs his two fingers, goes in her lips and goes, shh. Just go with it. Which is great, but you can only do that in romantic situations. Like your girlfriend can be like, hey, did you just fart? Shh. Just go with it. Try it, but you'll screw it up. You're like, shh, no! I don't know. Sometimes when you're with a girlfriend or your spouse or partner or whatever, a good thing to do is watch maybe like a dirty movie. That's okay too. Sometimes I like watching other things, like watching a Sunday Night Sex Show with Sue Johansson. Anyone remember that show? Yeah. If you know what that show is, it's a lady talking about sex. Not quite a cougar, more like a pterodactyl. Okay. Is that Gollum? I love this movie. She's not watching. This guy calls in. I love these sex call-in shows because guys will call in and they'll go right to the point because they can't get a straight answer for their buddies. Sue will tell them straight, right? So this guy calls in and he goes, Sue, I have a problem. I have a massive curve on my penis. And I'm home thinking, massive curve? Like, What do you got, like an elbow down there? Like, what the hell's happening? Do you need like a protractor to put your pants on? Just had a memory, didn't you? I feel sorry for ladies, because when you date a guy for the first time, you get intimate for the first time, you have no clue what lies underneath his jeans. Could be a python, could be a boomerang. You have no clue. This guy said he had a massive curve. I feel sorry for that guy. It's probably so bad. When he has to go to the bathroom to the urinal, he has to face the guy next to him. That's not right. I'm not gay, it's just a curve. If I have any recommendations for the single people here, do what I do, right? Find yourself someone you can handle, right? I don't mean emotionally, I mean physically. Find yourself like a little garden gnome of a person. Because the control you have is amazing. You'll never get your heart broken. They'll be like, we're breaking up. No, you're going to my fucking backpack. That's what's happening. I can't breathe. I love you too. There's a cracker in there. Find it. I've had my fair share of relationships. The longest I ever had was 2 years. Shortest, I dated a girl for exactly 1 week. And this is the reason why we broke up. She's one of those girls that likes to invade your privacy all the time, right? To the point where it gets really weird and intrusive, right? I'm in my bathroom one day, right? Just taking a crap, right? And for some reason, I do it in a karate stance. I don't know why. It's dangerous, you never know, right? She's knocking on the door all nosy. She'd be like, hey! What are you doing in there? I'm like, it's a bathroom. What do you want to hear? Like, well, I'm whittling a flute. Like, I'm making a birdhouse, honey. Come on in. So she tries to come in the bathroom door. Thing is, I forgot to lock the bathroom door. Toilet's right here. Door's like 5 feet away from me, so I'm trying to stop her from coming in. Thing is, I've only known her a week, right? I don't want to embarrass myself, so what do? You hide it, right? You make yourself a mangina. You know what I'm talking about, right? Hey, every guy scared their girlfriend or wife on a vacation. You come out of the bathroom like, look at me, I'm a lesbian. Look at me, I'm Bambi. Every guy. Every guy. So there I am, all tucked back, my hands out. I look at myself in the mirror. I look more like a transsexual crossing guard. Like, stop, stop. So this is what she does, guys. I'm not making this up. I don't know if any woman has done this to their guy before, but this is what she does, right? She barges in. I sit back in the toilet. She looks at me and goes, okay, honey, I'm gonna hurry. I'm just gonna brush my teeth. And I was very angry at her. You know why, guys? Because of this. She was interrupting. I was in the middle of one of those magical craps. You know what I'm talking about? A craptastic Houdini. We've all done them. You know what I'm talking about? When you take a dump and it goes in the hole and it's gone. You know what I'm saying? You wipe, nothing there. Wow, like it never happened. It's like a Chris Angel mind poo. It's just gone. Whoever's not laughing, when you take a dump tomorrow, you're gonna check. Watch. Still there. A lot of those ladies have tattoos too. Any ladies in the audience have any tattoos? Tattoo ladies? Yeah? What tattoos do you have? You have a... Oh my God, you have a butterfly. See, some girls get the butterfly right here. Like it came out of the garden, flew just like that. I got a unicorn here. I got Narnia in my jeans. Come to Narnia. Some girls have the tattoo on the tailbone. Anybody know what that's called? Tattoo on the tailbone? Tramp stamp, right? I wish they could do that to tramps. They stamp them. All right, go. Bang. You tag the rear, see how they do, you know? I remember the first time I saw a lady with the tramp stamp, right? I was at a bar, right? So, not quite a cougar, more like a cub. That's what she was, right? She was at the bar. She's one of those ladies that's waiting for a guy to take her home at the end of the night, right? She's all drunk and with her one eye open, making sounds like an injured deer, like, I pass by, I go, hey, what's the deal with the tattoo? This is her drunk response. She goes, you know what they call this in my town? I go, what do they call that in your town? They call this a porno star tattoo. I go, what do they call that? It looks really hot when I have sex with a guy. I'm thinking, we're guys, we don't care, you know what I mean? There's no guy having sex being like, this feels good, but I got nothing to look at, damn it, come on. Give someone a crossword, where's Waldo, a recipe, a Sudoku puzzle, something. One tattoo I never get is Asian writing, Chinese writing. I never get it. You know why? Because I'd be afraid. Whatever it says in my arm in Chinese, the real meaning in English, actually different, right? And I don't want to find out the hard way. And we walk around town, some Asian guy's like, oh my God, come here, come here. Stupid white boy, so your arm. It says chlamydia. No, it's a Chinese symbol for fire. Yeah, should mean it's fire. Birds do pee, get out of here. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great night.